My West Hollywood story is exploring the iconic boulevards, endless shopping, and beautiful galleries. Inspiration is endless in West Hollywood. The neighborhood tells stories of established and emerging artists. You will find fashion and styles from all over the world here. A California sunset is the perfect way to end our day. We will take VIP tickets to this show every night. Our vacation is just getting started. This is our West Hollywood story. Come and find yours.
LA Galaxy belongs on the best surfaces. Whether you're the best player or the best fan, every goal, every tackle, every last-second battle, it all requires precision, performance, and passion. The LA Galaxy trust AstroTurf to provide the best surfaces, because champions deserve the best. AstroTurf, the official synthetic turf and hybrid field building partner of the LA Galaxy.
My dad was a farmer. And when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Firearms are the #1 cause of death among kids, but we know that healthcare workers can make a huge difference. This is why prevention is absolutely critical. It starts with listening to the community, leaning in on those conversations to better inform what is the approach that you want to take. You are the champions for change. You can be the catalyst for integrating firearm injury prevention strategies into your practice and really benefiting your community. Let's agree to agree that we all have a role to play in ending this crisis.
In Major League Baseball, you could dream with no limits. You could become your hero.
Oh, he's done it again.
Steal the show. Or even start a new club.
The 40-70 season.
You can meet the moment and exceed the hype. You can write a new chapter of history and let your city dream again. This season, anything can happen.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
College basketball from the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center in Kingsport, Tennessee. We roll on through our schedule. The CIU Rams battling the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. CIU 4 wins in a row, 18 on the season. Tennessee Wesleyan 10 wins in conference play. They ended the year on a skid, but they'll look to right the ship with a big win today against CIU. So glad you're with us. I'm Gabriel Try. Alongside me, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne, as we bring you college basketball and the Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament. We've rolled on to Game 5 of Day 2. Guys, a really good battle. Before we get underway, a look at our starting 10, the 5 first for Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs. Tennessee Wesleyan, Hampton, Runyon, Neverton, Ruckert, and Quardado. Davis, Kelly, Higgins, Clark II, and Wysong getting the nod for CIU's Rams.
This should be a lot of fun here today. The second-seeded CIU Rams, the seventh-seeded Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Tennessee Wesleyan, of course, coming off of that 81-80 victory over Reinhardt, a game that went right down to the wire. Tennessee Wesleyan winning that one nearly at the death. Meanwhile, CIU, a big 3 with Will Kelly, Jeff Clark, and Johnny Wysong, 3 of the best players in the conference at their disposal.
Yeah, it'll be good to see CIU's first time playing here. Tennessee Wesleyan, of course, played yesterday and had the dramatic win. Could argue they've got the advantage because they're used to the court.
First 2 shots off the mark as this is hauled in by the big guy down inside for CIU. Tennessee Wesleyan set up and looking to work. Good give.
It'll be really important today, Quadrado, because CIU are such a big team. Quadrado, 6'10".
Ball's loose, backdoor feed. Hauled in by Davis. James whips this way back to the front court.
Obviously, Tennessee Wesleyan is going to be hoping for a big game out of that backcourt. Neverton and Rayshawn Hampton spearheading their victory against Reinhardt yesterday.
From the wing, off the heel of the iron, and hauled in by Tennessee Wesleyan. Scoreless, more than a minute into this, as finally the lid off the basket. Ty Runyon gets one to go. It's 2-0.
Yeah, that was a nice attack by Runyon, taking it right to the rim. Runyon, very talented all-around player for Tennessee Wesleyan.
On the other end of the floor, Randy Casey directing his Bulldogs. The feed inside draws the whistle immediately. Connor Higgins all tied up down in there.
And I can already tell that's going to be an intriguing matchup. The big man Quardado going up against Higgins. We're going to see who comes away with that one.
Inbounding feed.
I know that there's been a lot of excitement in the last couple of days towards seeing this CIU team. A lot of them got recognised in the conference honours. Have to justify it today.
Off the mark and hauled in immediately. Headed the other way to the back door. This rolls off of the floor.
I mean, in terms of just top-end talent, I don't really think that there's a better collection of top-end talent in the AAC than the group that CIU possesses. Truly a big 3, really a big 4 when you go down to J.J. Vaughn, who we'll see later on today. J.J. Vaughn averaged 14.5 as well.
Yeah, people were arguing on social media whether or not J.J. Vaughn had the right to expect Player of the Year. Although after Bradley Bunch's performance.
Great play inside as that goes and makes it 4-0. Nice early lead for the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. Tried to knife that through traffic. We're blown dead. 2.5 minutes gone already between CIU and TWU.
We're still yet to see one of the Giants be slayed this tournament. This one's got that on the cards.
Yeah, just looking at the playoff bracket on both sides, the men's and women's side, I would expect this one to have the most upset potential because of the talent that Tennessee Wesleyan has, and they really have the right mix of guys that you feel like would be tough to stop come tournament time. A dominant big and a great backcourt.
Davis off the window for a pair. Beautiful finish down low.
Dogs on the elbow from the top of the block, a bit strong. Tennessee Wesleyan, this one is drained by Rashawn Hampton, the sophomore.
That play created by the second chance opportunity made by Armando Guardado. Guardado, one of the best rebounders in the conference.
Bit strong.
And some aggression early from James Davis. It's nice to see from him. He's not really the same when it comes to getting the plaudits that the other guys in that lineup have received, but very talented player in his own right.
This goes.
Well, on that, we saw yesterday Tennessee Wesleyan kept one of the most talented players really quiet, but it was some of the players that didn't necessarily get the plaudits that caused them the problems. Jackson Souza.
Rashawn Hampton running the floor, works the orange from the front court. Pushed back across, 3-ball, strong. Hauled in by Wysong. Johnny wants to go the distance, and he will with a little kiss off the glass, but can't get it to drop.
How many guys Johnny Wysong's size is comfortable taking it coast to coast?
Johnny Wysong, one of my favorite talents in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. He always shows out in Kingsport.
Yeah, and he's such a unique player to be his size. He's really functioning as CIU's main playmaker operating out of the post.
Good feed inside. Wysong gets it back. On top of the ball, he's not giving it up. Fighting for his life, somehow gets it out of there. Higgins goes across to Davis. Kissed off the inside of the iron and wouldn't drop. Kept alive again. Higgins to Kelly. Will drives, has a lane, can't finish, put back again, and finally the Rams score the bucket. It's a one-point game.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. The CIU Rams attacking that offensive glass and finishing on their third chance.
I think that's what the best teams do. They have their attack. It might not work for them. They just keep it alive.
Yo-yos his way down low, and the foul. Short. Couple of changes coming. CIU sending Warga and Vaughn onto the floor.
Two talented players coming off the bench, two of the best reserves in the conference. Warga was an all-freshman team selection. Of course, J.J. Vaughn, arguably the best sixth man in the entire AAC with his play.
Higgins and Davis come off for them. Tennessee Wesleyan also looking to make a change as they'll send on Omarion Barber in place of JJ. Working down the floor. CIU, 3 balls short. Tennessee Wesleyan from the front court down to the corner.
Bulldogs called a bit of a break there. You know you can't leave him that open.
Down low, Runyon gets that to go too easy. Neverton started that with a good rebound on the defensive end.
Ty Runyon not necessarily known as an offensive player in terms of his scoring, but he's been aggressive in the early stages.
9-6, the lead with the Dogs. CIU Rams back in a defensive shell. Hampton. Long feed on the baseline, now to the corner. Fires, Hampton finds the bottom of the net for Tennessee Wesleyan. It's 12-6.
Based off of this start, you would not think that there was, 5 places in the conference between them, and Wesleyan, the lower of the two.
Cash money on the other end of the floor.
Yeah, J.J. Vaughn had a good look on his first one, knocking that one down. The conference leader in three-pointers made.
Straightaway 3 strong, hauled in by Johnny Wysong.
Wesleyan standing at about 6'6", 6'7", really takes on the playmaking duties at that size.
Down low, hauled in. Bordado working. Free ball, Hampton, oh my goodness! Unlimited range from the banks of the Tennessee River.
And this game seems much different than the one that he had yesterday, where it took him some time to get going offensively, but Rayshawn Hampton locked in from the early going.
Locked in might be an understatement, electric.
Yeah.
Tried it under the basket. Long feed, Hampton decides not to take that, but another three rims out on the Dogs.
And I know that Rayshawn Hampton wants to be unselfish, but I wouldn't have been able to blame him if he decided to rise and fire after knocking down 2 in a row. The age-old discussion of rest versus rust, we're seeing it come to fruition here today. The CIU Rams in their first game here in Kingsport, Tennessee, taking on a well-lathered opponent in Tennessee Wesleyan. Right now, it's the Bulldogs out in front early.
Yeah, CIU taking a more shoot-on-sight approach. It's not quite paying off for them just now, but Tennessee Wesleyan shooting has been more efficient, and with Rayshawn Hampton's on the form that he's showing early on, it's going to be hard to stop him.
Rayshawn Hampton already up to 9 points. He's 3 of 5. Those shots coming exclusively from beyond the arc. Ty Runyon also joining the scoring brigade. He's 3 of 4 from the field. All 15 of those points coming from 2 out of 3 members of that Bulldog backcourt.
We've spoke about how important it is seniors at this stage, where they have to turn up or their collegiate career is done, and Ty Runyon's one of them. He turned up big time yesterday, and he's turned up already so far.
Good feed down inside and a beautiful finish for Warga. Warga brings us within 4. A dozen minutes still to play in this first half between CIU and the Bulldogs. Dogs barking around the arc. Hampton. Good feed down the block and off the glass, and 1.
Yeah, that was a great job by Hampton operating out of the pick and roll and finding his big man down low. And a great finish with a kiss off the glass by Corey Marshall.
We know Corey Marshall's confident from that position. Showed it with the buzzer beater against Reinhardt that got them here.
At the line, gets this to go. Converts all 3 points, 18-11. Dogs leading by 7. Did I tell you where I got that from?
No, not entirely sure.
The voice of the Michigan State Spartans on WJR. It's a 50,000-watt radio station. You can listen to it in 30 states. George Blaha says that when the Spartans get a nice layup on the run. Little handoff. Wysong showing off the moves. Floated back outside, and Vaughn just short.
J.J. Vaughn, very much a volume three-point shooter. He's going to take that shoot-on-side approach that Frank spoke about very personally.
And this one converted 21-11.
Sean Hampton has come to play today. He's already surpassed half of his points from yesterday, sits on 12. And that shoot-on-sight approach is working for him.
Most definitely. He already has more points than CIU does as a team.
Good drive inside, wanted the jam, and it pops out on Johnny.
Yeah, that's just some bad luck there for Johnny Wysong. He wisely took it all the way to the cup, had the runway. Unfortunately, that dunk rolling in and out.
Randy Casey a little bit upset.
But his team, a phenomenal start against one of the top seeds, 7-seeded Tennessee Wesleyan right now. clicking after surviving yesterday.
Coach Casey doesn't strike me as one of those people that are ever really happy during the game.
Me either.
I mean, I tell you, those are my favorite coaches.
That's a good coach. That's a good coach. That's the kind of coach that'll bring you food, check on you. I cannot tell you how amazed I was when James Miller brought food to the baseball press box to check on this guy. Lorenzo played football at Reinhardt University. The head coach at Reinhardt is 6'11", James Miller, maybe 6'15", might as well be. Played football at Virginia, right?
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
He would kill you if you said
Don't
that
tell him I
in
said
front of
that.
him.
Don't tell him I said that. Awesome guy, but checks on his guys, takes care of him. Brought food to this guy right here beside me, Lorenzo, just to check on him, and just a quality coach. Good play down inside, finished off for the CIU Rams and Warga.
Great finish. How about a great pass by James Davis to loft that over the outstretched arms of the defense?
Hampton flipped it to the wing, back to him on the other wing. A little heat check right there. He's already got a dozen, all on 3 balls.
Yeah, you can't really fault him for taking that shot. He's been absolutely feeling it so far.
I love a good heat check. Straight away 3, short. Regathered, Wysong. Fouled down inside. That's not Wysong. That's Jackson Inman who is fouled. It's not Inman either. It's Warga. I'll figure out who it is. Hang in there. Quickly onto the floor. The shot off the mark. 21-13. Dogs looking to extend their lead. Hampton gonna take it down into the low paint. Misfired, regathered. Kept alive, pushed to the top. Lane drives, and we get the whistle before he can get the shot off.
How important is getting the rebounds from Corey Marshall Day? Just gives his Tennessee Wesleyan side another chance to attack once the first one doesn't pay off. And against the very tall CIU side, I feel he's going to be important today. Him and Manny Quadrado for the Bulldogs.
And by having both him and Quadrado coming off the bench, they ensure that they always have a big physical presence down low for all 40 minutes of the game.
Lane kicks him back outside, and just not enough juice on it for the Dogs as it pinballs off on Neverton.
And so with Rayshawn Hampton off the floor, expect Charles Neverton to try his hand at more offense.
Straight away 3, short for Davis, who's got 4 points. 4 for Davis as well, 3 for Marshall. Break on the floor for these two programs. The lead handily in the paws of Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport.
Back and Kingsport from inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. What a feed through traffic and just off the mark for the Rams of CIU.
Yeah, I don't think that was just off the mark. I think J.J. Ruckert got a piece of that.
Finishes for TWU. The Dogs lead by double digits for the first time, 23-13.
And Tennessee Wesleyan just looks like a team that has played already here this week. CIU still easing into the game, figuring out the depth perception. They haven't shot the ball well. Bulldogs all over.
This rims and goes down inside. CIU gets a bucket back. They needed that. Back to a single-digit margin between these two. Big thanks to Taylor Novinger, who's tuned in from the Palmetto State. This goes to the Bulldogs. The SESN broadcast roster is deep and long, and Taylor Novinger part of that, watching from Columbia, where the Rams are based out of. He's the regular voice of the Rams. Good pass outside, and from the top of the block, CIU gets one to go.
This is going to be one of those classic games that I can't see this being done in regular time.
This is already probably the best game we've had of the day. Headed the other way, lots of rooms. CIU dished it outside. Down along the baseline, tipped all around, and the foul. I believe they fouled Inman. Also could have been Warga, made that mistake already once. And it is Warga who's fouled, and he'll go back to the line. He's got 6 points already in this game, and first trip to the free throw line for him.
Rhett Warga, the 6'5" freshman from Piedmont, South Carolina. He's been so effective for the Rams all season long, a member of the all-freshman team that was released on Tuesday night.
Hits his first 75% this season at the charity stripe. 25-18, pinballed out and couldn't get it to go. We had CIU during the show this year, and if you've watched a lot of AAC tournament coverage, historically, this convention center, this floor, has a really tough time with the network. This is the best connection we've ever had, so shout out to the Meadowview Marriott for getting it going for the tournament. Knocked down by Neverton. That one came from over them mountains, baby.
Yeah, absolutely, and you figure without Rayshawn Hampton on the floor, Neverton would take more of a role on the offense.
White Song, a little kiss off of the glass. Bulldogs waiting to make the change.
Good omen for Tennessee Wesleyan. Both of their top shooters in Hampton and Neverton already getting going.
The Rams are just staying inside touching distance, though. They're never too far away.
Couldn't get it to go.
And really just hanging around. You still kind of have that eerie feeling that hangs over this game that they're one run away from really putting their imprint on it and getting back into it. But so far, so good for Tennessee Wesleyan.
This goes at the line. This season, JJ has been hit and miss at the stripe, 51%. Touch and go. Bulldogs love to get that extra point, though. They want to cushion this lead as much as they can as we barrel towards the half. He gets both on this trip and gets them when it counts. From the front court, CIU's Rams. Wysong pumps and delivers. The Palmetto side team. The spin move, stolen. Sticky hands for the man from Athens. Runyon blows the tire, and it's taken right back by the Rams and James Davis.
That is some defending from James Davis.
Popped out. Wysong loses this, the foul inside.
That was a real scrum. Either team really controlling the possession, a little bit of tit for tat. Somehow CIU coming out with it and drawing the foul.
Wysong at the line, 75% from the stripe this season.
It's been a quiet game from him so far.
Yeah, that's a good point. Wysong averaging 13 points per game. The forward, shooting 56% from the floor during the regular season. Quiet to this point as he's only got 3.
Yeah, what I will say, though, is Johnny Wysong's game not really only predicated on his ability as a scorer. He's also second in the conference in rebounds, first in the conference in assists, but he hasn't really made that total game impact that we're used to seeing from him thus far.
Runyon's got 8 points with that layup. I promise you he will heat up. Down to the baseline, kick to the corner. Blocked, trying to get it back as they fight on the baseline, and the ball with the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan.
Yeah, Jack Armstrong with the rejection there for Tennessee Wesleyan. They're getting great contributions for those guys coming off the bench, either the ones that are scoring or providing them with great defensive minutes.
Yeah, welcome to the game, Jack Armstrong. Didn't play against Reinhardt. It's not a bad way to introduce yourself to Kingsport.
Tipped and sails off. Dogs want the ball, they got it.
We spoke about the swagger that U-Pike entered the gym with earlier today. In this one, it doesn't really seem like CIU has that type of comfortable swagger. It really feels like Tennessee Wesleyan is very unafraid of the Rams.
I agree with that. Just kind of an odd tempo, odd vibe between these two. It's not what I expected at all. It's a great game. This is as good as it's going to get, but just doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah, it almost feels as though Tennessee Wesleyan have got that confidence. They've won here yesterday. That they walked in like they sort of own the gym. They've beat a good Reinhardt side.
And you mentioned, Frank, early on that these two had played, and CIU won that matchup 81-73 back on January 17th. Down low, bounced off.
The funny part about that game is the final score was 81-73, but CIU was in control for pretty much the entire way. They held a double-digit lead for most of the second half. The Tennessee Wesleyan not really in the game for much of that game, but this has been quite different here in this one.
Runyon at the line, 75% on the nose this season. First goes with a nice swish. He's got 9 points.
I'm telling you, Ty Runyon is not ready for his college career to be done yet. We thought he looked like a man possessed yesterday against Reinhardt, and he looks the same again today.
You nailed that on the head as well. A man possessed. Justin?
Yeah, he's already up to double digits here today with 10.
Hampton with a dozen, Runyon with 10. Wysong with 4. Johnny to the straightaway. Way back on the front court. On the baseline, entry feed to Higgins, and right away, blown dead.
I'm surprised to see how passive Jeff Clark of CIU has been playing. He's taken 2 field goal attempts, but he hasn't really been involved much on a possession-by-possession basis for the Rams so far.
That's another good example of somebody who's usually very noisy and not making a ton of noise.
Yeah, and part of the defensive team of the year as well. No rebounds, but I guess Tennessee Wesleyan have been that efficient going forward, really, that there's been less rebounds available.
Hampton runs the floor for the Dogs. Floater. Oh, it rattles and goes as Tennessee Wesleyan makes it 36-22.
Brayshawn Hampton right now playing with a little pop in his step. So difficult to stay in front of, finishing through the trees with the float game.
Down the side of the floor, Wysong. Entry feed off the head of Higgins and called against the Bulldogs.
I love how animated Coach Casey is. He's like a fan reacting to the game. Every time something happens, his head's in his hands, or he's jumping up and down, or he needs to speak to the ref now. You just love to see it.
Randy Casey for Tennessee Wesleyan, a legend in the high school coaching ranks in Tennessee.
And a gem. Great dude. And very animated. He's fun to watch coach.
You just know when they've got their hand over their mouth talking to the refs. Something interesting's being said.
It's something that's probably unsafe for something probably not safe for work.
They're recording me right now, these guys up in the broadcast. Out of control. This one goes. Beautiful. Tennessee Wesleyan has 39 against the CIU Rams in Kingsport.
That was huge from Charles Neverton knocking it down. The shooters are on the roof for Tennessee Wesleyan here.
Wysong kicks it outside, and the 3-ball in response from the senior, J.J. Vaughn. They've got to get him going. 15 points per game during the regular season.
And that might be just what the doctor ordered, not just from Vaughn, but Wysong getting involved, delivering the dish.
But that's one of the main differences we've seen so far. Tennessee Wesleyan's key players turning up to the occasion.
Off the window, down low for the Dogs. J.J. gets another one to go. He's got 4 points. Entry feed, and Higgins, he's got 3.
That was a great point, Frank. Your best players have to play great when it matters most. Right now, we're seeing that from the Bulldogs. The Rams, not so much.
On the front court. Neverton off the good rotation. Hampton down the baseline. Floated through, somehow he got it back, and off-balance shot. Higgins gets the board. 3.5 still to play in the first half. Look at the footwork. Vaughn. From the straightaway, CIU lights it off. It rattles, rims, and won't go as it's blown dead.
That was as great a look as Will Kelly's going to get in this game. J.J. Vaughn took advantage of a switch. Hampton helped, but Kelly couldn't get it to go down.
41-28 TWU Bulldogs. You were 12 when the song came out?
In 2016, I was 12, yeah.
Well, I got friends born in 04.
I'm gonna die soon.
Yeah, you ain't got long left.
That's a sign, yeah. I'm on the way out, folks. I just found out that our reporter, Frank Osborne, was 12 when that song came out. I was in college. Man, I gotta get my will updated.
That's about almost time to hang it up, brother.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna take the headset off and go sit down.
Hang the mic up.
Wow. 3 minutes left in the first half. 41-28. Long feet never didn't get it. Bulldogs. He's going to knife his way down the block, and a little kiss off of the glass makes it 43-28 Dogs.
And great upsets happen due to the play from the guards right now. That's holding true. Neverton and Hampton controlling this one.
Back down, off the window for Runyon it goes.
Tennessee Wesleyan now starting to pull out even more in front. They are in rhythm and in control.
Got 3 Tennessee Wesleyan players onto double digits now before a single CIU Ram.
Straight away 3 with just enough space to pull the trigger. He drains it.
And you see the coaching staff for Tennessee Wesleyan not happy with that one. You cannot give J.J. Vaughn any room.
Vaughn's got 9 points. Jeffrey Clark, the one who dished it across to him. 45-31 in Kingsport in what has been a barn burner so far. We'll keep it here, but we're going to send you for a look at our full schedule for the day so far. First, we'll flash it back to yesterday, though. So this is yesterday's schedule, and you can see how Tennessee Wesleyan got here to take on the Rams. They beat Reinhardt by 1 point on a buzzer beater.
They did, and I tried to tell people yesterday, you may be watching a group that makes it all the way to the final day. We saw it with the 7th-seeded Tennessee Wesleyan girls program last year. Now the 7th-seeded boys team trying to do the same.
And that's today's schedule. We're in game 5 of 8. Be sure to stay with us for the rest of the day of coverage. Montreat and Johnson next in the men's bracket. We flip back to the women's bracket with the ever-exciting Lions of Bryan College and the Pioneers, the newcomers, and Reinhardt, who has been picked by the independent media to win this. Hampton. Way back outside on the wing, taking his time. 3 ball from the opposing wing, Neverton short. Wysong with the board. Johnny Devon. He'll pull up with a heat check. It's wide. Knifing his way through. Runyon. He'll pull up for 3. Wide open after he hits the E-brake.
I'm convinced that if you had a heat map for Ty Runyon, every single area of it would be red. Every area of that court.
Weak, pinballed out, trying to regather, and he can't get to it in time. Warga sees the Dogs take it to the other end of the floor. The hook shot is drained by Neverton, 47-31, and Neverton up to 12 points.
And I just really like to see that backcourt of Hampton and Neverton playing off of each other. Hampton really like that little guy that just continues to just speed past everyone. Neverton plays at his own pace. It's Rhett Warga drawing the foul. Warga, one of the few CIU Ram players that's really stepped up and played his normal game. He's 3 of 3 from the field with 7 points and 3 rebounds.
So important in the second half as we head closer to it that CIU stars start to shine.
And that's a good point. Jeff Clark coming into this game is one of the best scorers in the conference, 3rd in points per game, 59% from the field entering. So far, it's been quiet for him. He has yet to enter the score sheet.
The same with Will Kelly. Will Kelly's been unbelievable all season. 462 points prior to today. He's got 2 in the first half of the biggest game of the season.
Final minute of our first half of action. Ty Runyon burning up that clock. With 8 on the shot clock, it rattles out. He gets it back on the baseline against Warga, who steals it away. Wysong's pass is stolen right back, and Hampton can't drain it as we get the whistle. We're going to hit Vaughn with a foul, and that's his first. 2 for Warga, 2 for Runyon.
I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see more frustration coming out from the Rams if stuff doesn't start to change. They're not players that are used to losing.
This goes 48-33.
I saw the CIU Rams enter the gym. They were really loose, not lackadaisical, but you could tell that they were trying to really ease themselves into the moment, not put too much pressure on themselves, where there's going to be a lot of pressure in that locker room, trailing by as much as they are right now.
Hampton has 15. We're headed to the other end of the floor. Time winding on this first half as he buries that one from downtown Kingsport.
J.J. Vaughn continuing to let it fire from beyond the arc, now 4 of 9 from range, and he's solely keeping them in it.
Long feed, 3 ball on the way, pinball's out. Runyon harassed, stopped.
Yeah, right now J.J. Vaughn starting to feel the rhythm. 4 from 9 from distance. We know he doesn't mind shooting. He's happy to take the risks, and his stats this season explain why.
As great as he can shoot it, he's gonna need some help. Will Kelly not really giving him much. Jeff Clark as well. Johnny Wysong, who's so great as an all-around player, not putting that imprint on the game, only 1 assist.
fighting through the center of the floor, pushed from the front court to the wing. Backdoor feed, Warga off the window, put back again, rattling around, Wysong fighting for it, couldn't get it, Bulldogs gonna kill the clock on our first half as the buzzer goes. An electric first half for Tennessee Wesleyan, who is seeking an upset over the Rams of Columbia International. Quick thoughts on this first half.
I think that last possession was a microcosm of the half that was for CIU. 3 separate chances with Warga and Wysong underneath the rim, coming up empty. CIU on the brink.
Yeah, that chance sums up the half for the Rams, but the Bulldogs have been excellent. They may have been the underdogs, but they're relishing the opportunity to play somewhere where they've already won this week, and it's showing. The stars are shining for the Bulldogs.
That takes us to the half. 48-36, a dozen-point advantage for Tennessee Wesleyan after 20 minutes of play in Kingsport.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Toda mi gente lo siente, 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 toda mi gente caliente, toda mi gente lo siente. Toda mi gente suena, en la favela suena, el techo se me llena, toda mi gente lo siente.
I'm Mauricio Cuevas, defender for the LA Galaxy. The best performance requires the best training. That's why we trust AstroTurf. AstroTurf delivers unparalleled ability, safety, and playability, ensuring every match and session of training is fast and exciting. As a proud partner of the LA Galaxy, AstroTurf continues to provide world-class surfaces, fueling the future of the game.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi there. I'd like to introduce you to McValue at McDonald's. With McValue, you can buy one and add any one of these for only $1. And look at that. You can do the same thing during breakfast. It's crazy. You see, at any moment in the day, McValue can take you to a place where a whole new menu of possibilities exist, inspiring you to order more from life than you could ever imagine. Take a look at your surroundings. Take a look at your environment. Take a look at your past decisions. Take a look at your present. Are you curious about the future? And setting your expectations at perfection is not a way for growth. So I'd use the word curiosity, and that's a long way to get there. But if you stay curious, I think you can get the most out of life's menu. Because if you don't, you're leaving some of those moments on the table. you gotta try to get the most out of life. You might just think McValue adds the power of choice to McDonald's menu, but it also adds the power of perspective. And depending on how you look at it, that might be the most powerful thing you can order. And while you're here, I can't wait to meet you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The bravest person I know is definitely my dad, 100%.
My friend Sean.
My daughter Cynthia, and she was in the United States Army.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
Our journey has not been easy.
One of the bravest things he did was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
When he decided he was going to go back to school after 23 years.
It was the better part of my life that I spent in the Marine Corps. Transitioning out, it's a difficult thing.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
So I really appreciate it.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundlings.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't. Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Hey, did you get a hand?
Yeah. My God. Every time with his team, man. Coach, put me on this, man.
Nice dive. Now find your rhythm.
Calm down. Ah! Hey! Okay, man! That boy lit! That boy lit!
Up. That's it. You got one more for you.
Got you. Like the headway. Here she is, guys. She's coming, guys.
Let's go.
Good morning, Emma. I'm right here now. Come on, come to me.
Turn me up, baby.
Onyedi. You're Fatani.
Boss, man, I'm turned up right now, though. Oh, you're violent, man, honestly.
Look at me. I'm done. You're good.
Just don't forget what I sent you this morning. You are equipped. Don't allow anyone or anything to tell you different. I got something for you.
That's it. One more. You can. I really can't.
Onyedi, chin up, bro. You got a goal in you, man. The left back's gas. Come on.
Come on, Sam. This is looking really good.
You only got 10K left, okay? Your pace is phenomenal. Are you ready?
Camp, it's all good. Take the hit. Embrace it. You here for a reason, baby. You are here for a reason, baby.
Yes.
3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go, baby. Mate, that was so sick.
Come on, Emma. Final push, Emma. Come on.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Welcome back to the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Leading by a dozen, the lower seed Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Glad you're with us. A barn burner so far, and only promises to get more exciting. Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne, as we bring you half number 2 between these two programs. Guys, this is a barn burner.
Absolutely, this has been one of the better games of the day, if not the best. Interestingly there, CIU out nice and early during the break, and Tennessee Wesleyan taking the majority of their 10 minutes.
A little confusion with the clock. They're going to get it sorted out for us.
In terms of stats for Tennessee Wesleyan, Rashawn Hampton on 15, Ty Runyon on 12, Neverton on 12. That's key because Tennessee Wesleyan's biggest players have turned up in the biggest moment. And as for CIU, couldn't really say the same. JJ Vaughan's on 12, but other than that, the Rams haven't really got firing.
Neverton tries this heat check to open our second half and doesn't quite get it. That could be big. CIU needs to start hot early, in my opinion.
Yeah, they've got to get their best players confident in the groove. I want to see Will Kelly, Jeffrey Clark showing why they got the awards they did.
The drive. Whoa, hits the E-brake and loses a man. Tries that side hand shot, can't get it.
That backcourt for Tennessee Wesleyan, Hampton, Neverton, and then Ty Runyon leading the way with 39 between them.
Ball's loose, we'll head the other way.
Jeff Clark's got to get going for CIU. No points so far.
Wysong drops it off the window. We're within 10, still a double-digit lead for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs in Kingsport.
With the talent at the Rams' disposal, they're definitely still in the game. Those guys just have to try to find a way to get rolling for them.
Drives the block, dished outside, way back on the wing. Crosses, drives to the elbow, bangs out on the Bulldogs, and he's run down on the corner of the floor.
And I don't think J.J. Ruckert needed to be that aggressive going on the run out. It appeared that the CIU Ram was going to step on the line. Ruckert a bit too aggressive over there near the baseline.
Interestingly, that's the first bit of noise I think we've heard from the CIU bench all day. Perhaps got fire in their belly, now realizing that they're losing to the lower seed. Their season's over with a loss.
Good feed through, but lost it. Rolls off, last touched by the Dogs.
And Johnny Wysong, what makes him such a complete player is his ability to impact the game in different ways. Again, second in rebounding, first in assists, being able to impact it in a complete manner. He hasn't really had that type of total impact so far today.
Wysong to Higgins, over the top, taken away easily by the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan.
Yeah, Neverton fronted Clark in the post and was able to tip it away for the steal.
Dogs way back on the front court. Runyon hands the orange around to Guardado. Knifing his way through is Hampton. Dished on top of the block and a big collision. The shove is enough to get the whistle against Higgins.
Rayshawn Hampton, so shifty with the ball in his hand.
I'm not sure Manny Cuadrado knew that was coming to him. He had to adjust. He did well to adjust, but not really on the same wavelength there.
Long floater all the way back to the wing. From the elbow, short. Kept alive by Guardado and all the way to the front court. Still alive, the possession for the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. They have just been red hot offensively.
They have, and anything that they miss, those bigs, Quadrado leading the charge, scooping them up for old boards.
Tennessee Wesleyan 45% from the floor. CIU 13 of 40, just 32%. They've got to heat up on that end. So far they have in the second half. Driving to the other end and dishing it quickly. Rams in trouble. Wysong, oh Johnny Guitar, play me a song as he is met at the glass.
And Johnny Wysong starting to get a little bit more involved as this game goes on. That could be a good omen for him and his team.
Hampton picks up his first foul. Johnny's got 7 points. Make it 8 for Johnny. Single-digit game, separated by 8. Through the front court, taking their time. The give, Runyon. Good pass from the elbow. Wanted to go outside, stole it away. Could be danger as Wysong gonna make it 10 points. And we're within 6 as CIU, they're heating up.
We're starting to see Wysong get involved there. Help from the weak side, coast to coast, and the finish.
Would love to take a break, but I think we got to look at the schedule for the day before we can do that. We haven't looked at it since that first half. If you're just joining us, this is a look at what to expect today and what we've seen so far. Looking back through our first 4 games, right now we're in the 3:30 game. This is game 5. 3 left to play today. And the tournament has been more exciting than billed, in my opinion. This has been fantastic.
It has been. It's been a very competitive year in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, and we're seeing that come into fruition, into focus here in Kingsport, Tennessee.
You know what's nuts is if you had asked me how I thought the tournament was going before this game, I probably honestly would not have been as excited about it as I am right now. This game has changed the whole vibe in the venue.
Well, the first 4 games today have all sort of been relatively comfortable in favor of one team. Union was comfortable, Milligan was comfortable, Pikeville was a bit closer, but they still controlled the game. This is the one, this is the close one.
Ready to get back underway between these two. A quick glance at the national standings. On top and driving the bus, Freed Hardeman's Lions. They have just gotten better and better and better, followed by Grace. One AAC team in the top 25. It's the Pikeville Bears. And they looked great this morning.
Yeah, they looked comfortable. Didn't really have to get out of first gear. Have the quality to walk through and give people lots of minutes, give people rest in a conference tournament game.
O'Marion Barber off the window, can't get it as it's hauled in by CIU, and Johnny Wysong dishes this across the floor.
Yeah, and they're going to have a fun matchup on the horizon. It's going to be one of the most storied programs in AAC history, the Union Bulldogs taking on the U Pike Bears. That's going to be a lot to see, a marquee matchup in the AAC semifinal.
I know that got intercepted, but that was a great pass for Jeffrey Clark. 3-ball week. Hauled in by the Rams. CIU flips this down the floor long. Off the window it goes for Clark. And we're within just 4, a 2-possession game in Kingsport, Tennessee.
And out of the break, CIU being a bit more intentional when it comes to pushing the pace, getting out in transition. We saw Johnny Wysong do it on a few occasions. Now Jeff Clark doing so to get on the scoreboard for the first time today.
Yeah, some of the stars who were merely spectators in the first half seem like they fancy it a bit now. The realization that their season is done if they don't show up.
Couple of changes coming. Higgins will head to the bench.
The 2 guys coming in for CIU, Vaughn and Warga, coming off the bench. They provided them with a great spark in that first half. 21 points between them. J.J. Vaughn also knocking down 4 triples to keep their team in it.
It's not a bad bench to be able to bring on, is it? JJ Vaughan and Rhett Varga.
On the way, this slides off the side. Tried the long ball, now to the other end of the floor. Rams. Vaughn heavily defended, able to get it to Wysong. Vaughn on the wing. Johnny down the baseline, pitched out front in the face of pressure, and the mid-range bunny pinballed off and will stay with CIU.
CIU playing with a lot more intensity right now, crashing the offensive glass. Johnny Wysong seems like a switch has flipped in his head. He's starting to play a little bit harder.
This is where Wesleyan need Rashawn Hampton, Charles Neville running to just take control of the game like they had in the first half. The game has been played at their pace, how they wanted it.
Yeah, Will Kelly's struggles continue as well. Just has not been an easy one for him. 1 of 10 from the field.
Went from the top of the block. This is short, couldn't get it to go.
So we're gonna get a foul call here and set to go to break. Tennessee Wesleyan still out in front, but CIU making a run. CIU Rams trying to find their way back into this ball game. Tennessee Wesleyan clinging to a 5-point advantage. Made that 6-point advantage. Rashawn Hampton goes perfect at the line. 60-44, pardon me, 50-44. The CIU Rams trailing by 6. Lead has been cut to 3, 50-47. Tennessee Wesleyan clinging to a 1-possession lead. The CIU Rams making a mad dash back into this game. Ty Runyon spinning inside and finishing for 2. Tennessee Wesleyan doing everything they could do to keep themselves in it. CIU Rams looking more and more like the squad we've seen all season long. Will Kelly, his first field goal in a long time, now 2 of 11 from the field. (52-49), and I don't think Never Did Never expected that pass to go his way. Turnover, ball in possession of the Rams. (52-49) is your score. The CIU Rams battling to come all the way back here in the second half. A switch has been flipped. They've outscored the Bulldogs 13-4 since the turn of the break.
I think there's going to be plenty more points to come.
And that would have been huge from J.J. Vaughn. We're going to get a foul here coming against Tennessee Wesleyan. That foul is going to go against yesterday's hero, Corey Marshall.
They can't really deal with Rhett Varga. He's been fouled quite a few times now.
Varga, he's just so slippery down there trying to vie on the offensive glass. Physical as well. A nice presence for the Rams coming off the bench. Will Kelly inside, the lay-in goes. The lead for the Bulldogs has been cut to just one.
We said this was going to be one of those classic games that could go to overtime. Get comfy if you're watching.
CIU breathing down the neck of the Bulldogs. They have numbers. Vaughn puts it in. CIU takes the lead. Timeout, Tennessee Wesleyan.
Unbelievable. CIU out ahead for the first time in the second half. For the first time as long as I can remember. And they are looking great in Kingsport. There's a reason they were seated higher. But what perseverance to hang in there as they're being, really ragged on in the first half and struggling to hit their shots. They hang around, they heat up. Now they're out in front by one.
And I'll tell you, the main thing that I've seen that's led to this game really being flipped is that CIU has decidedly played with a lot more pace. They're trying to get out in transition, use their athleticism. CIU, they're a team that even though they score the ball well, second in field goal percentage in the conference, they don't take a ton of threes. They're 11th in the conference in three-pointers attempted. They do better at using their athleticism, getting out, running, and really getting into a track meet. And now they're dictating that pace to the Bulldogs in the second half.
Yeah, CIU up to 9 points off of the turnover, and it feels like in the first half, as you were saying, they were slowing it down, trying to create the perfect opening, but now it's just brute force and ignorance. Get the ball, get to goal as quick as possible.
Hampton's got 17. Vaughn's got 17. Runyon's got 14. 10 for Wysong. 9 for Warga.
Well, at halftime, we were talking about the need for CIU's stars to turn up. JJ Vaughan, Wysong must have been listening. JJ Vaughan for real point to prove after the AAC awards came out.
The stoppage on the foul back near front court.
I know that J.J. Vaughn's a guy that comes off the bench for the Rams, but definitely felt like he earned the right to be on one of those all-conference teams. He's showing just why here today.
Spin move for Runyon, who fires from the elbow. Not enough touch.
Ty Runyon had it going in the second half.
Quick pull, and he hits the three ball. J.J. Vaughn's got 20 points in Kingsport.
The conference leader in three-pointers made, adding 6 more to his total now, 6 of 12 from long range.
Tried to steal it away. CIU is into it.
A lot more emotion emanating from that bench as well. It was pretty quiet over there on the sideline for most of the first half. Second half has been a completely different story.
Wow, confidence and momentum really is everything. Though in the first half, CIU just looked short of confidence. Nothing was really flowing for them. It was Hampton and Netherden's game, but now everything's going right for the Rams.
Everything is going right indeed, just trying to keep it cooking.
How about the give and go action for Will Kelly? He gave it to Jackson Inman. Inman found him on the cut. Everything going CIU's way here in the second half.
They cannot make a mistake right now. It's incredible. 58-52, they've kept the run going, and the response right on cue by the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan.
Yeah, that was Aaron Lane somehow ending up with the basketball in that scrum, stopping some of the bleeding, but CIU still well in control here in the second half, outscoring Tennessee Wesleyan 22-6.
Vaughn, boy, this place would have exploded if he hit that.
I mean, with the way it's been for him, you feel like everything he touches turns to gold.
I agree. I thought he was going to hit it. Fighting through, looking for another. It's stripped out of the hands of Lane.
Coach Casey's slowly turning a different shade of red every second.
Waiting to check in. That's wild, by the way. Runyon fights his way through.
Man, looking like a Christmas tree ornament at times.
Casey trying to keep his cool. As this continues to heat up, under a dozen minutes to go in this game, a 4-point advantage to the Rams of Columbia International. And we've got a wet spot, so here comes our hero, Rhett Warga, to dry things up. Rhett using the towel, scrubbing back and forth, left and right. Good work with the leg and calf. And Rhett gonna clean up those boards. It looks like he's got it dry. Rhett with a good play to clean the hardwood.
I love all the facilities we've got in college sport. You've got all the recovery, you've got the trainers, you've got the unlimited Gatorades, everything. And it still comes down to the players to clean the court with their foot.
Mid-range, rimmed out, pulled down from the baseline.
Yeah, Frank, you would think we would have people for that. I think we would have people that can clean the floor when we need them, right?
Away, good pass down low. CIU banging around. Warga gets it back, fires, and hauled in. Here we go. The return from the Bulldogs. Boy, this is a track meet all of a sudden. This is as exciting as this has been. Dished outside and stopped.
So Tennessee Wesleyan played with a little bit of house money in that first half, up with the lead that a lot of people entering into today probably didn't expect to see from them. Now every play is so important as they try to get themselves back into the game. And that's one way to do so, the pull-up J going down for J.J. Ruckert. Tennessee Wesleyan going with a press here. More of a soft press, just trying to put a little bit of pressure on CIU, bringing it up the floor.
Warga gives it. Floater down to the baseline. Fires the shot off the window, couldn't get it, and hauled in by the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs have done well there to get that rebound.
Rayshawn Hampton wisely slowing it back down.
Runyon. His Bulldogs trail by 2. Ty has 14 points.
CIU now in the 2-3 zone, providing Tennessee Wesleyan with a different look, trying to force them to bomb from farther out.
Good pass by Runyon to the back door and off the window. The Dogs get it to go to equalize us at 58.
Perfectly executed play to break that zone, getting the ball middle to draw in the defense. Great backdoor cut leading to the lay-in.
Just about to say, Ty Runyon is not going to go down without a fight. He's going to have his say in the remaining 9 minutes. That is for sure.
To the wing. Pitched across from the side of the floor. It goes for CIU. Absolutely buried by Inman. His first bucket of the game. Short. Sprinting the other way. Long feed to the baseline, somehow kept alive. Regathered and sent to the straightaway. Inman. From the side of the floor, he gets it to go. Ice cold. Call the ice cream man. He's on fire. It's immediate timeout for us in Kingsport, Tennessee. We'll be back in a moment on SCSN.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
63-58 in Kingsport, Tennessee from the Meadowview Marriott. Between the Bulldogs and CIU Rams, the Rams have stormed from behind. They trailed by 12 at the half, and they lead by 5 with 8 minutes to go from the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center here in Appalachia.
Outscoring the Bulldogs by 17 here in the second half. And back in that zone look.
Good feed and rimmed over by Lane. He's got 6 points.
Not exactly the guy that the Bulldogs would normally want to end the possession, but Lane coming up big with the finish.
Yeah, I think Aaron Lane's quite underrated for the Bulldogs. A lot of the plaudits go to Netherden, Hampton, Runyon, and rightly so, but I think Lane's been quietly doing his business today.
Wysong draws the foul as he's forced off the floor. Johnny Still, in my opinion, feels like he could heat up quite a bit. Only 10 points to this point. Floater outside to the wing, drives, wants to do it all himself, and he does. Jeffrey Clark's got 4.
And that's the Jeff Clark that we're used to seeing, getting all the way to the rim, using that athleticism. Great finish.
Pitch through, Dogs. Hampton tries to knock it down. Big high bounce. Lane for another. This one goes as well. Back-to-back buckets for Aaron Lane, who's got 9.
Cordado keeping the possession alive with the offensive rebound. And all of a sudden, Aaron Lane's starting to heat up for Tennessee Wesleyan.
CIU leading by just a possession, 65-63. Handoff. Davis. Floater down low. Big guy is triple teamed, and in the branches he can't get it. Johnny tries this. Rolling down the floor and taken away by the Bulldogs.
That was a great fight on the glass. Tennessee Wesleyan coming out on the other end. Wysong had a great look, but a missed opportunity for the Rams. CIU still in that 2-3 zone. Tennessee Wesleyan has started to find their way around it.
Good pitch to Runyon. He couldn't hang on to it initially. Runyon tries this, short. Wysong dish this. Stolen back by the Bulldogs, and free off the window to tie us at 65.
Ty Runyon has been everywhere for Tennessee Wesleyan on both ends of the floor.
Range ball bangs home for the Rams of Columbia International. Oh my goodness, give me a towel, it's a track meet.
J.J. Vaughn was looking around like, wow, you're really not gonna guard me from out here? Bet, I'm just gonna shoot it.
Vaughn's got 26 points, count them. On the way to respond, Lane couldn't knock it down. Rams will take their time after the 3 by Vaughn. He'll run the floor, back way out of the logo of Visit Kingsport. Straight away for Vaughn, short.
Vaughn does really well at getting that space, using other bigger players to create some space for himself. He's done it a couple of times now. That's why he's left alone so often.
And CIU so astutely utilizing him by bringing him off of those down screens. Coach Stockman knows how to get his best player open.
Everybody set up inside for CIU. Wysong on the baseline. Higgins after the rebound, feeds it across for Clark. Jeff, floater. Johnny sees it pushed off by Guardado.
But that was a great battle down low. Aaron Lane not ceding any space to Johnny Wysong in the post. He fronted him, he made the catch difficult, and knocked it off of his leg.
A couple of changes. Wysong lost that after the rebound by Higgins. Dogs trail by 3. They've got it. 5 minutes left to play in Kingsport. The season comes to an end for one of these two teams. On the way, the hook shot, no, just rolled off the side of the iron.
Everton can't take his second half lid off the rim.
Push back, regathered. The handoff on the baseline. Wysong kicks it outside. 3 ball short. Pushed away in traffic. This will head to the other end of the floor with the Bulldogs. Fights his way through from the straightaway. Hampton tries it, and the bank is open late on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, usually the bank closes around 5 o'clock, so he has 5 minutes remaining in it.
Had to get his foot in the door there. Down low. Oh, my goodness. Call the authorities. There's been a crime.
Yeah, I didn't think we were watching a volleyball game.
My goodness. The response from the Bulldogs won't go. That was quite the block. JJ smacked that one. .351 to go between these two. 68-67 between TWU and CIU. Rams in the driver's seat. What's the key down the stretch if you're coach?
The key down the stretch for CIU, I mean, it has to be trying to find a way to get J.J. Vaughn open from 3. But I would say more so using the attention that J.J. Vaughn is sure to receive and using that to open up your other players as they roll to the rim. Guys like Johnny Wysong, Rhett Warga, Jeff Clark has gotten it going a few times. See if you can free them up by using the gravity that Vaughn possesses.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. If Tennessee Wesleyan aren't going to press Vaughn and give it to him and let him keep doing his thing, he's been unbelievable today. If they are, they've got enough quality elsewhere, and that will mean there's overloads of space. I think CIU are in the driving seat here.
I mean, I don't know if anyone's in the driver's seat. It's a 1-point game, but CIU has to feel good about where they are considering where they were.
Yeah, I feel they're the more confident. They've got the momentum. Outshooting Wesleyan 32-19 in the second half.
They're like in row 4 on the bus, and Tennessee Wesleyan is like, I mean, are they in row 5? They're seated inside in row 4.
I think CIU's CIU's like sitting on the center console, and Tennessee Wesleyan's like in the glove compartment or something.
Stuck in the window seat.
Wysong will get us started.
And it's going to start here getting a strong possession. I would expect to see something getting J.J. Vaughn open off of a down screen, and then maybe a slip to get one of those big guys rolling to the rim.
Back underway, CIU looking to cushion that lead late. Vaughn knifes his way to the elbow. Wysong. CIU driving, blocked away again by Hampton. A furious swat of the ball.
This possession becoming stuck in mud after Tennessee Wesleyan stuffed the initial action. J.J. Vaughn not able to get open.
Yeah, Ty Runyon stuck to Vaughn like a rash just there.
And there, Rhett Warga a little bit overly aggressive, drawing the offensive foul call there. They're going to say that he extended that elbow on the screen. That would have freed up Vaughn for another wide open look.
Bulldogs, Ty Runyon steps up from the front court, steps back. I thought he'd hit the 3, instead gave it off to JJ, who's got 8. Hampton fed it down low on the baseline. The fight for the ball as Wysong hauls it in. And to the floor goes CIU's man.
Wysong's done excellently well there, surrounded by 2 Tennessee Wesleyan shirts, just claimed the ball. Had to go to ground to keep it, but he'll take that nevertheless.
And Wysong's been attacking that glass with reckless abandon, up to 12 on the day, make that 13.
On the wing, Vaughn went to the opposing wing, fed through, call him Johnny Cash. This one off the mark, 68-67. All the way to the corner, Runyon pulls the trigger and gets it to go from downtown Kingsport, Tennessee. The Dogs have 70.
Ty Runyon, the senior leader, giving the Bulldogs everything they could have asked for. One of his better games this season.
We said that Runyon would still be in the story.
Down the block, swatted off the glass again. Bulldogs are just hawking that ball inside.
Can you feel the tension in the air right now? Every single possession battering on both sides down the stretch.
It's completely electric. The vibe has 100% changes.
Hey, it's a bonus, walk out.
It's like Tennessee Wesleyan have just discovered Minecraft, the video game. Just blocks, blocks, blocks everywhere.
It's a good one. First time on Facebook for a teenager. Block them all. Warga rattles and goes. Deadlocked again, this time at 70. Did I hear a sheep?
I think that was one of the faithful from Tennessee Wesleyan trying to mess up that free throw attempt.
I get it, it's because it's a ram. That's good, that's a good one. 70 all down to the baseline, 72-70 with 2:05 to play.
And you gotta close that back door if you're Johnny Wysong. You cannot allow that backdoor cut. Rukert finishing.
Timeout taken by the Rams of CIU. They trail by just 2 to the CIU Rams. Tennessee Wesleyan out ahead by a possession. This one coming right down to the wire. I think we knew this was going to be a good game, but maybe better than Build.
Yeah, it felt like it had that sort of tenor when Tennessee Wesleyan jumped out to a lead because we know how talented CIU is. We knew that it was going to be tough coming down the stretch and that the Bulldogs were going to give it everything they had. We didn't know that the Bulldogs had all this at their disposal. Having a 2-point lead, they got to feel good about where they are.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have got players really almost overperforming. Ty Runyon, 19 points. It's one of his better games, and your best players step up when you need them the most, so not too surprised.
I will say this, the last time we saw a 7th-seeded Tennessee Wesleyan program, they made it all the way to the championship game. That was that women's team from last year.
There is a real tension about this game now, though, isn't there? Cut it with a knife.
On the way off the window, this goes down low. Really good follow through. After the 30-second timeout, CIU scores immediately.
Jeff Clark's been quiet in this game, but that was a loud layup to tie this one back up at 72.
90 seconds to go. Push through from the top of the block, couldn't get it. Hampton sees this pinball back by Guardado, 74-72, Tennessee Wesleyan.
Staying on the glass to put his team back up by a possession.
.69 seconds, time winding. Rams fire too much.
That was a bold shot from Will Kelly. He struggled from the field so far today. Decided to rise and fire for that one. He's now 4 of 15, 0 of 4 from beyond the arc. Tennessee Wesleyan needs a strong possession. I'd expect a middle ball screen, get Hampton going downhill.
Hampton cuts down to the baseline. He's going to try it himself. Nice move for a 4-point advantage with 35 seconds left. Headed to the other end of the floor, and Tennessee Wesleyan wants the ball. They've got it.
That last possession, Rayshawn Hampton rejecting the screen, using some nifty footwork to get the finish. The Bulldogs on the verge of pulling off the upset.
2 possession advantage, 32 seconds to play. They're going to have to be ice cold and clean.
Yeah, not time yet to foul, but if you are the trigger man for Tennessee Wesleyan, you have to stay out of the corner. You cannot go into the corner to catch the basketball. Keep the ball in the middle of the floor.
Bulldogs hurrying down the floor. And stopped. 26 seconds showing on the clock. So Wysong picks up just his second foul. Runyon will inbound. They're moving the shot clock back to 24 seconds. Lane comes onto the floor in place of Guardado. The 5 on the floor, Hampton, Runyon, Neverton, Ruckert, and Guardado for Tennessee Wesleyan. Sorry, Guardado came off for Lane. Davis, Kelly, Clark, Harrington, and Wysong on the floor right now for CIU as Johnny is fouled.
James Davis stepping up in the passing lane for the steal. Now the tough part, having to hit those shots at the free throw line. So much pressure on Wysong to do so to keep his team in it.
75% during the regular season from that line. 4 for 4 today. .4 seconds on the clock. Wysong gets the first to go. 3-point game, 1 possession. Wysong rattles and won't go. 3-point separate. It's flipped over and Runyon fouled intentionally by Jeff Clark.
Sometimes the game can come down to plays like that when Johnny Wysong missing the free throw, a critical error there. Tennessee Wesleyan can potentially put this out of reach here at the line.
Be sure to stay tuned at the conclusion of today's game as Frank Osborne will interview our player of the game on the Southeast Sports Network. Big opportunity for Ty Runyon. 19 points today, 2 for 3 at the line as this is short. Wysong's got it. 16 seconds as we get the whistle and the timeout on the floor taken immediately by CIU. Wow.
Yeah, both teams leaving a bit to be desired at the free throw line. Tennessee Wesleyan's free throw shooting has kept CIU in it. Johnny Wysong splitting a pair. I mean, this ball has to go to J.J. Vaughn, right?
I think so.
You'd be shocked if Tennessee Wesleyan don't have somebody all over J.J. Vaughn.
That's a tough decision.
Yeah, the thing for the Bulldogs is you don't want to put too much on the J.J. Vaughn and then that potentially leaves open another player. Again, I would expect Coach Stockman to use what J.J. Vaughn has from a three-point shooting perspective to free somebody else coming across the screen the other way.
.14 seconds on the clock. CIU, he's tripped up, and we get the whistle.
I mean, I really feel like I like that decision even more. You have a fair amount of time left on the clock. You don't necessarily have to shoot a 3. See if you can get a quick 2, and then make Tennessee Wesleyan beat you from the free throw line. That just puts a lot of pressure on James Davis to be effective and efficient at the free throw line. Wysong left the point there earlier. We'll see what Davis can do.
CIU 77% at the line today. Tennessee Wesleyan 61% as the first goes and brings us within 2.
CIU getting to the free throw line. They were second in the conference in both free throws made and attempted. So staying aggressive here today.
Davis gets this to go as he's perfect at the line today. 10 seconds on the clock. Put onto the floor the intentional foul by Clark.
Can't really ask for a better man at the free throw line if you're Coach Casey, other than Brayshawn Hampton. Hampton, one of the best free throw shooters that they have on their roster.
9.4 seconds on the clock, 1-point game. Bulldogs lead against CIU. Hampton, he has 21. Yes.
Similar to the situation we saw with Tennessee Wesleyan and Reinhardt yesterday, I'm going to call a timeout off a miss to let my team reset. Off a make, I'm just going to go ahead and let them push it.
Hampton gets it to go. Coach doesn't agree with you. They take a timeout. We'll keep it here. 9.4 seconds on the clock. One possession game. Bulldogs lead by 3, 78-75 in Kingsport. Oh my goodness. We have an electric barn burner on our hands on SESN.
I like the idea that Coach Casey's got his whiteboard out and it just says JJ Vaughan with a massive circle around it. And he's carrying on the circle and just reiterating his point over and over and over again. Stop that man.
And you would think it would be the obvious thing to do and just shovel all the defense onto him. JJ Vaughan, 8 of 16 from 3. Every other member of the CIU Ram rotation, 0 for 8. He's the only CIU Ram player to hit a three-pointer. I'm going to make somebody else take that shot.
Vaughan has 26 points.
Rashawn Hampton's done what he can do. Over to you, JJ Vaughan. Feels like those two been the real story.
If it's not JJ Vaughan, maybe Will Kelly. Will Kelly, he'll definitely rise and fire if he feels like he has enough room to shoot it.
So this is it. 9.4 seconds on the clock. We're in. Shimmying down the floor through the front court, 5 seconds, and we get the whistle.
And that's a smart decision. Maybe a bit unethical, but a smart decision to foul up 3.
I like it.
JJ, you're gonna block out hard. Don't just step. Walk it back.
JJ Vaughan, walk out hard. Don't just step.
So with that missed free throw, that takes away what I was assuming on the table. If you make that first free throw, then you maybe try to miss the second one intentionally. Maybe you still do that, see if you can get a back tap. The calculus just becomes a little bit different now. I feel
5.6 seconds on the clock, 3-point game.
I feel like you almost have to try to miss it. There it is.
Missed. Wysong got it. 3-ball on the way from the straightaway. Rims out, swatted outside, and that kills the clock in Kingsport. The win to the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, but wait a second.
I think they're going to put time on the clock. We don't have a review, so it's going to be a conversation between the officials.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, video review on the D1 level would tell us how much time. We'll see what they do here.
Casey's way out on the floor.
I think it's around 0.5. To my untrained eye from here, I would say 0.5.
0.7?
They're saying 0.4, 0.4. So enough time for a catch and shoot. No dribble, catch, shoot, fire.
I'm sure there were CIU players there with their shirts already off.
Yeah, that was a good eye by that official. I thought it was about 0.5. I feel like 0.4 is the right call.
Oh my goodness, Casey way out on the floor. This is it, a half second. They got to pull the trigger immediately.
At this point, double number 0, JJ Vaughan.
Do not foul.
Yeah, you have to defend without fouling as well.
Rams, way back. Wysong gets it off in time. It's wide. Tennessee Wesleyan wins. The Bulldogs win in electric fashion. They upset the CIU Rams and advance to the next round of the Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament. Congratulations to Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs. Lorenzo, closing thoughts before we meet our player of the game.
I mean, Tennessee Wesleyan, back-to-back games going down to the wire here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Somehow, some way coming away with the victory. Our first real upset of the week. The 7 seed taking down the 2 seed.
Really, really impressive stuff. A lot of fun to watch from start to finish. Unbelievable that they were able to pull it off, and just a miraculous finish between these two programs as Tennessee Wesleyan takes the win over CIU to move on to the semifinal, 78-75 on the Southeast Sports Network. We'll now go to the floor and meet our player of the game live. Frank Osborne will introduce himself and the player. We'll get a quick word of them. Looks like it'll be Rashawn Hampton, who had such a big day today. What do you got, Frank?
I'm Frank Osborne, joined by today's player of the game, Rashawn Hampton. Firstly, congratulations. How does that feel?
Appreciate it. It feels good. You know, we've been trying to get our get back from them ever since we played them, and we finally got it.
And how does it feel? A team that you struggled against previously, and to do it on the big stage, how does that feel?
It feels good because, I mean, ever since we lost to them in practice, you know, we've been working on, like, trying to get back, you know, to beat them, and we finally did it right here.
And you were the underdogs in that game. They were at number 2. How does that feel do you feel this confidence to take anyone now?
Nah, I don't feel this confident at all. I mean, I think we can beat anybody here in the tournament, so I'm just ready.
And you got your first team honors this week. How does that feel?
That feels good because all summer long I worked for it. You know, last year I had all freshman team, and I knew I wanted to be better, so that's what I did.
And Johnson or Montree, anyone you'd rather have?
They don't even matter. We'd rather have anybody, so.
Thank you. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Frank Osborne, Rashawn Hampton, our player of the game on the Southeast Sports Network. Congratulations to Rashawn and the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs on their big win. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available for replay inside of the app or platform where you viewed it. This has been a presentation of the Southeast Sports Network and Tri-Media. 78-75, your final as the Bulldogs win. I'm Gabriel Schreier saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee.
Switch it.